Hey, good morning, Eastern Oregon, and welcome to this June 18th version of AM Live on EOA, your connection to Eastern Oregon. We're glad that you're here with us today. If you want to find our content, go to eoa.network. Type that into the browser bar, and it will take you to a link tree that will have the location of our Facebook and our Roku and our YouTube channel and all the places where you can find our content. And also where these episodes end up on different podcast platforms after the fact. So glad you're here. Here in a little bit, we are going to have Devin and Zach, who are the writers. One of them is the editor and one of them is the director of A Bad Day for Bigfoot. It's a film. They just started their first day of shooting yesterday, and they're going to be here probably for the next month shooting that movie. And they had been with us maybe 9 months ago or a year ago, and now they're back and the movie is in progress. So, how are you, man?
Morning. Well, this is the first time I've ever wore this hat on the show. I like to explain to people my hats.
Yeah. What's this?
I've had this hat for a while.
Legends?
But
okay,
this is, so the Legion team here in La Grande is the Legends.
Okay.
It started with Legacy, but this is the younger boys. They have a team. They're 12U travel baseball team Legends, and I've had this hat for a while. I just don't ever wear it, but I decided to wear it today. Thanks, Ryan. I appreciate the hat. Yeah.
Well, good. You doing all right?
Yeah, doing well.
Are you liking this weather?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. You're finally
every reason possible to get outside.
Groove, man. Yeah.
Getting the batteries recharged. Reptilian rock sitting.
Is that what?
Yeah, if the batteries recharge if you soak in sun.
Yeah.
It's good for you.
I can just see you out on a rock somewhere. That was the thing that
And some Speedos just laying on the rock.
Oh man, that image just went the wrong direction, man. Yeah.
No, I just like being out in the sun.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's
better. It's just like getting to the point where it's like a little too warm for me. I'm okay with it not.
Talking about Bigfoots, I looked up some funny Bigfoot facts. In 1965, Russia listed Bigfoot as an endangered species, official endangered species.
Really?
Yes.
Huh.
Yeah, in Russia. Isn't that crazy?
That is.
There's other names that a lot of people don't know. I mean, obviously you got Sasquatch and Yeti, but there's also a Yowie and an Almas is what they call a Bigfoot.
So do you know Lou Gerber? Do you remember Lou Gerber?
Yeah, he passed away.
He passed away, yeah.
I know him.
Well, I had known him, for ever since I moved to La Grande in '97. Well, when I went to his funeral service, I don't know when was that? Last summer, I think it was.
He tried to get me to join Shriners so many times.
Yeah. Well, anyhow, when I went to his service, come to find out he had a Bigfoot sighting experience.
That doesn't surprise me one bit.
No, anyhow, I didn't know it, but he, it was a part of his memorial.
That does not surprise me because he is very the type of person I would expect to have a Bigfoot sighting experience. Yeah. I mean, it checks out.
I just thought it was funny. I know him for 30 years, but he didn't ever tell me. But it was enough of a deal that clearly his family knew. Well, in fact, they had a picture of, in the display of pictures and stuff. Yeah. They had some kind of a picture that he had hung up in his living room or something, and it was some kind of a rendition of Bigfoot. So,
other places where Bigfoot is an endangered species: Germany, France. And then Washington in the 60s, Washington State passed a law where it's a felony, and you can go to prison if you kill a Bigfoot in Washington. Yeah.
It's funny to make something an endangered species that you've never seen a body of, right?
Yeah. A lot of companies though too. Another one of the little tidbits of information. A lot of companies use Bigfoot to sell stuff.
No.
Whether it be, look at Bigfoot Phillies, Bigfoot beef jerky. There's, pizza companies. It's just a common name. I would say that's probably why I wore this hat today, because Bigfoot's a legend.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, want to do sports?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
AM Sports Report brought to you by Northwest Furniture and Mattress. The heat isn't slowing down, and neither is the 4th of July sale at Northwest Furniture and Mattress. They have the Temper Breeze, which is designed to help you sleep cooler all night long. Hurry in today and save $500 on select Breeze mattresses and $25 on Breeze accessories. That's a heck of a deal. $500 on a mattress is probably, like a quarter of the price, maybe a little bit less, but it's a great deal. Only at Northwest Furniture and Mattress in LeGrand. Big red rocking chair on Elm, off Adams. Legion Baseball is at home tomorrow. We will see the younger team play at 1 p.m. versus Wallowa Valley. Then there's a gap in between the older team playing, and I think Wallowa Valley is going to play Burns in that gap. And then at 6 o'clock, the older team will take on Burns. And they don't have two full teams. What they do is they have some swing players, kind of like JV and varsity. And so some kids will play on the 16U team and also bump up to the 18U team for the later game. But this is the only home games of the year for the Legion team. So if you don't have anything going on tomorrow, it's going to be beautiful, 93 degrees. It's a great setting when it's great weather down there at Optimist, and get out there and support these kids. And that's really, there's not a lot to talk about. Benny, hit that video real quick. You're probably going to see that video right there every show from now until July 25th. Shrine game is July 25th. We'll go live at 6 o'clock. The game starts at 7. It's a great time. It's a great game. If you have nothing going on, go to Baker and watch it. A lot of people show up from all over the state. There's all-star football players from all over the state. They put on a big to-do before the game where they bring out all the Shriners, and they honor the captains. So they bring in 2 male captains and 2 female princesses or queens, and they honor these kids that have gone through Shriners. My play-by-play guy is a Shrine patient. Willie Mack, he spent like 15, 20 years of his life being served by Shriners Hospital because of a hand deformation that he had as a kid. And it's just a great fundraiser. It's a great thing. Everything about it is good. It's probably my favorite week of the year, where we are engaged with not only the players but also the people involved, and the whole process and the outcome is well worth the time and the effort. That's July 25th. We'll go live at 6 right here on the EOA Live Network. AM Sports Report brought to you by Northwest Furniture and Mattress. Sleep like a log. It just trips me out when I say that. An AI generated phrase that they use on sleep like a log, dude. Yeah.
All right. Well, hey, let's take a look outside.
Let's do it.
Yeah, the camera lens is dirty.
Yeah, it's been dirty for 5 years.
I know. Yeah.
It's been dirty since we started
there's
the show.
a spider web there floating in the maybe you could get up there.
I'm not getting up there. You're crazy. That's outside of my pay grade.
Yeah, you're not. Yeah, it's a journey for you to take the step up to the stage here.
Yeah, I'm not. I ain't going up there.
Yeah.
No
All right,
way.
let's look at the graphic, Bennett. So yeah, 87, 92, 86. Man, it's beautiful. And
0% chance. One day there's a couple days.
Yeah.
But we ain't gonna get the rain we need. That's for sure.
Not much rain. So, all righty. Well, cool. Hey, let me make you aware of a couple of things. One is we are going to be streaming the 4th of July Embler Parade, which starts at noon. We normally do the Thunder at the Peak, and we have not. We're open to do that. We just haven't. That's something that the Chamber of Commerce, we organize with them as a sponsorship, and we haven't
really in the past because the Chamber of Commerce hasn't been running.
But we've been doing it as a sponsorship with the actual event.
Yeah, which was ran by Buffalo Peak up until this year.
Yep. So anyhow, we're not sure whether that's happening or not. So the other The other thing is we are going to stream it's the All-Star football. It's 6, 8, and 9-man All-Star football games next Friday and Saturday. It's going to be a pay-per-view event. We've never done pay-per-view. This has come up on us really quick, and so we don't have time to raise sponsors for the event. And most of the time it's grandparents and stuff that are out of the area. And so it'll be just a simple one-camera shoot. But that is going to be happening also if you want to pass the word about that. So
I would tell the people too, like, if you've watched the fireworks in the past, which a lot of people watched them, trust me, I'm there talking to you during the fireworks, and I know how many people watch it.
Yeah.
Reach out to the chamber and say something to them if you want it streamed. They haven't been very receptive to the idea of doing it. So it's not our responsibility to.
And it doesn't cost them anything. It's just
free.
it's a trade and sponsorship.
Yeah.
They give us recognition for doing it, and we do it.
So reach out to the chamber. You can find their information on social media and send them an email if you're interested in seeing us stream. We streamed the fireworks the last how many years in a row?
I don't know, 5 or 6.
5 or 6 at least. Yeah. And yeah. So if you want to see it, reach out to them.
Right. And that's a great event to go to in person. I mean, it's beautiful, and they have it right on the golf course, and you can sit on little hills and mounds all over the golf course if you want. So anyhow.
Yeah, it is. It's a fun time.
And it's beautiful, and the fireworks are right there. I mean, it's like you're real close. So, alrighty. Well, hey, we're going to take a quick break, and we will be right back with Devin and Zach and A Bad Day for Bigfoot.
Eastern Oregon is full of interesting people, with interesting minds and interesting things to say. Here at EO Live, we're committed to connecting you to these intriguing people with EO Talks. We let our special guests share their ideas and life experiences with deep, open, engaging, and inquisitive conversations. You'll also be informed in depth on some of the most recent and relevant events, issues, and more. EO Talks on EO Live, your connection to Eastern Oregon, now on Roku.
All right, we're back with The Bad Day for Bigfoot Dudes. I don't know, that's a good title for you, isn't it?
That's pretty good. BDFBDs. Yeah, Bad Day for Bigfoot Bros.
Wait a minute, you turned that into an acronym just that quick.
Yeah, my brain works.
Is that kind of how your mind works?
Well, and also on any film project, the amount of emails that are just abbreviated.
BDFB.
Yeah, you gotta shorten
That's a millennial thing.
shorten those names.
I really do. Like I think millennials are like about the acronym.
About abbreviate thing?
Yeah,
well, in government too.
Yeah. Millennials in government. Like my
Two favorite subjects. I nailed it.
Well, aren't you a millennial?
Yeah.
Yeah,
we
you
are.
got to be, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because I'm the last of the Generation X.
Okay. Yeah. So you don't do acronyms?
Dude, I see them and they're involved in everything. You know what I
Roman
mean?
numerals.
Everybody
X,
uses
you do, yeah.
acronyms for everything, especially like you said, government or like, the city. Like they want to tell you like all these weird. It's like okay. Well, whatever.
we have a lot of government people come on, and so then I'm constantly having to, what does that stand for?
Yeah.
Can you break that down? Because they're just so used to being in the
And
show
they're
and
used
everything.
a lot in sports too.
Yeah.
I mean, RBI, run batted in.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know what I mean? Like
Getting all your
there's
stats.
just ERA.
WAR.
Yeah, WAR.
If you wanna
There
get
you
into
go.
the
WHIP.
analytics.
WHIP.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know what WHIP is.
WHIP.
By the way. Probably the most
Walks,
important.
hits per innings pitched.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably the most important stat for a pitcher nowadays.
Yeah. The WHIP is kind of overlooked,
Is this like
isn't it?
the baseball LeBron
Yeah,
stat?
we're just going to talk about baseball, Brent.
No, you're good.
Yeah,
That's the whole point. We talk about anything.
Dodzy,
Yeah,
Dodzy and I are going to talk about baseball.
that's right. I remember you guys talk. I mean, you guys hit that notch last time too.
Yeah.
We were talking about golf, actually.
I love golf, too.
Yeah.
We wrote some golf into this movie.
We did.
actually.
Did you?
Special delivery from Devin.
Yeah.
Where are you going
The
to shoot it
script,
at?
yeah.
Well, it's like a golf mat net setup situation that
Like
outside
a-
the bar. So
Yeah,
we're,
like
driving
we're shooting that
net.
tonight, actually.
Nice.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. Zach let me get some golf stuff in there.
Yeah. No, and I had him like in direct contact with the production designer. Like, okay, here's how you're gonna set it up. Here's how, 'cause she doesn't golf.
No, they don't golf.
You're the resident expert.
But our lead actress, who's supposed to be good, I saw her swing last night for the first time, and it is
got
a
a
good
buttery
swing.
she
swing?
can
She's
swing.
been working on it.
Oh my gosh.
The angles are looking good.
Yeah.
And that was
Yeah.
that was late at night. There weren't any lights on. It was dark, and she was still
Yeah.
just. It was,
We were just doing
Is
a
she
blocking.
left-handed?
No,
Righty.
I'm lefty,
Oh, okay,
so I did
gotcha.
it wrong. Yeah, but
Gotcha. It'd be kind of weird to have a lefty.
I know.
That'd be kind of cool, actually.
Yeah.
yeah.
So very encouraging. Very excited to shoot that tonight. Yeah.
So a lot of people don't think about. So you guys both wrote the movie together. You guys were here before. Was it about a year ago, or maybe a little
October.
less?
October.
Yeah.
Yeah. For the live reading.
We came here for a live reading
Yeah,
of the
that's right.
script.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was at the reading and recorded that, the audio portion of it and stuff. And so I kind of got a glimpse of the movie also in that particular setting.
Yeah.
So but you guys co-wrote it. You wrote it
Co-wrote
together.
it.
It's-
Yes.
And I remember asking this question before, like, how does that work? Yeah. So
Started with you, honestly. This
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah, I had originally I was trying to write a version, sort of a take on the Patterson Gimlin film story, which is the famous Bigfoot film with the Bigfoot looking back.
Yeah,
And I was sort of trying to take that story and write something that was literally about those characters. But then I realized that it was probably just better as a documentary. And in fact, there is a documentary coming out about it called Capturing Bigfoot that premiered at South by. Very excited to see that. But anyway, there's a guy named Bob Hieronymus who years after this film came out said that they paid him to wear a suit and that it's not real, that it's him in a suit.
okay.
And that all that he could think about when he was walking in that suit while they were filming him was that somebody's going to shoot me,
Yeah.
thinking that it's the real thing. And I said, let's take that
there's the
and bring
right.
that over here and start a new story.
Yeah.
Like that's the movie. So for probably the first year, I was working on a script and like when I had a draft, I sent it to you, and Zach was giving me notes, and then after probably about a year, Zach and I started co-writing together.
Yeah.
And so it's been a few years.
Yeah.
And we spent much more time on this script than we did on our first movie, which was like less than a year. So
Oh my
hopefully,
gosh. Yeah,
hopefully
2x at least.
yeah,
Yeah.
hopefully that's a good thing.
It's great.
So now, go
Well,
ahead.
the process is so like you would write something and send it to him, and he would kind of critique it and send it back.
Yeah. So in the beginning, it was just getting his notes. But as we co-write, we send drafts back and forth.
Yeah.
And so like a lot of that's just dialogue passes, but the script changed a lot from what I had. And this is what I love about working with Zach is like I kind of had the bones of something that was good, and Zach is really good at taking that and saying, okay, how can we can expand this into something more interesting and like really flesh out this world. And that's what he did. So we really, when Zach came in, we really did like retool a lot of things, add some characters, and so at that point, our process actually became sending each other long voice memos back and forth.
Yes.
Which I think we were inspired. Like we had an actor on our last movie, Foil, that like on the way to set, we would get like an 8-minute voice memo of like thoughts on his character.
Yeah.
And we realized like we got to listen to this whole thing because we don't know. Like
We
we have
could
to,
miss
we have to
something
know what he
very
said.
important.
Right.
Yeah, even though we're like in the car doing like a million other things, we're shooting a movie, but yeah, it's kind of a nice like pause.
So, yeah.
getting out. Yeah.
The ethic of it is like, all right, I'm gonna listen to this whole thing. I'm gonna think about what you said, and then I'm gonna send a response back, and you're gonna listen to the whole thing and think about what I said. And if we need to go back and listen to what we said, there's a record of it.
Yeah.
It's a very like productive way to collaborate because it really lets each party fully state what they're where they're
interesting.
coming from,
Right.
And then the other person, even if it's something they don't agree with, they don't have to feel like put on the spot or respond emotionally to it. They get to like actually take it in, think about it, and give you the best response back. So it's like
And it's not like being face to face where you can see their body language.
yeah, exactly. Where they're like,
because that might affect the outcome. You know what I mean?
we did have those too. Like we had some really good like long just one like in person, talks about what we're doing and how things could improve.
It's a comedy, right?
It's a we say it's a comedic sci-fi mystery.
So who's the comedian?
we're both funny guys.
Well, Zach has the comedy pedigree.
Sure. I did a lot of improv and stand up and
okay.
sketch and all that stuff after college, and socially, a silly guy.
Yeah, you're probably sillier than I am.
Well, I'm taking. I'm getting that already.
Sure,
Yeah,
but it's all like a nice yin yang thing,
Yeah.
I feel like some of the best collaborative partnerships are that,
Yeah, I think we find the cocktail ends up in a good place.
Well, and like you said too, like I'll take an idea and start inflating and adding characters and adding sequences, and then you're good at being like, and we'll take it back a little bit. It's like this ebb and flow.
Yeah.
That gets to the nice middle ground.
The spirit of improv comedy, the world that Zach comes from, and I actually did a little bit of myself, not nearly as much, but you don't say no. It's yes and. So when it comes to the writing, it's a very there's no. It's like, all right, I don't know if that's it, but what about this? Like, it's always trying to move it forward to the better idea, and that results.
Yeah, but so how do you say that idea sucks? I mean,
you don't.
Yeah, you don't.
You don't.
Right, I know, but
No idea is truly a
You
so
come
it's
up with
like
you come up with a better idea.
Maybe this will work better.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Yes.
Okay, all right.
If he says, maybe, that means that idea sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just speaking in sign language.
But no,
basically.
because sometimes it'll suck in this light, but then once we've talked about this, you realize actually these elements totally make sense over here now.
Right.
Right.
Right,
So
and I totally. I mean, when you're in a creative space, you don't want somebody to just shame you for that stupid idea that you are, because then it's like, I'm not
Yeah, that's
putting
true.
myself out there at all. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yes.
Everyone needs to feel heard and
Right.
respected and
Right,
whatever they're bringing
right.
to
And
the
I
table.
totally get that. You know, when you're in a creative session, a real one is like, there's no bad ideas. Let's just throw it out there and see, and
Yeah.
so.
If I may, that's what makes Zach a great director and a great leader. Is he
Yeah.
allows people to lean into their strengths and feel like they can do what they're great at without, fear of being
Constraining them.
shot down. Like Zach empowers his collaborators.
That's what you're supposed
And
to do
that's-
as a leader.
It's that let them cook mentality. Even if they're throwing spices into the stew where you're like, what the hell? It's like, that's their stew. And it's probably going to come out great at the end of it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, let them present the stew.
Yes.
Right.
You don't have to do a
Let
bunch of
them cook.
micromanaging while they're putting the paprika in. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
But as a director, and you've directed other films too, right?
Sure,
Yeah.
yeah.
As a director, there's a point where you do have to say, I like what you're doing,
Yes.
but I didn't envision that character to be quite that. I mean,
Yes, you got to keep it on the rails
right,
a little
right,
bit. Yeah.
right.
A little bit, and that's what's nice about a good crew and a good cast is that they also have good instincts of when to check in with you for that.
Right, right, yeah.
So
Right, yeah.
hopefully you're collaborating with people that
Right.
do know that there does need to be some oversight and some check-in and some collaboration.
Well, or they're saying to you,
know.
hey, this is kind of what I'm thinking about doing with my character, and da 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 da. And,
Yeah.
But sometimes when you let it go off the rails, that makes the movie better.
Yes.
Prime example is Friday with Smokey. Ice Cube never envisioned that. They didn't envision him being like that. He just did that all on his own, and that made the whole movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there has to be some discovery and openness.
Totally. Yeah.
Like,
love
Alfred
that.
Hitchcock used to say I could see the whole movie before I film it, and that's cool. But I think you should also, me giving Alfred Hitchcock notes. You have to be open to other people's additions and let yourself be surprised.
Yeah.
Because especially if you're letting somebody thrive in their space, they're going to show you something better than you could have thought of. And especially like with dialogue, we're very like spirit of the line writers. So it's like if you need to put this in your own words, or if you want to riff on something, like we allow that.
Right.
We
That's the
encourage
improv
that.
part.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
we like natural dialogue. It's not like beautiful prose that we're writing. It's just like people just talking, like getting through, like so it's
Yeah.
There's a lot of room to wiggle there.
Yeah. So what do you guys think of Taylor Sheridan?
Wow,
Taylor
wasn't
Sheridan.
expecting that question.
Yeah, no, I mean, we're on the right. We won't stay there very long, but yeah.
I mean, I love his films. I think Sicario is a great movie. I think Hell or High Water was very good. My mileage varies with the TV stuff. I mean, he's so prolific.
Yeah.
He's written so much over the last handful of years. Like it can't all be bangers.
No,
you
right.
know?
Yeah.
But so it's like I respect him. I respect him a lot, and he has an interesting career path, right? He was an actor for a long time, and pretty late, like got into this
Yeah.
position.
And for those
as a
of you who
successful
don't know,
writer.
Taylor Sheridan wrote Yellowstone, and there's a new one called The Dunton Ranch, and
I did not know that.
and
Land-
Madison.
Landman.
A lot of spin-offs from that.
Yeah, I mean,
Mayor of Kingstown.
yes,
Right.
yeah. He's just like he is prolific.
Every
right now.
1883,
Yes.
1921, all the year
Yeah.
shows.
Yeah. Yeah. So, well, so how? I guess there's so many questions in my head. How was it for you though to give up? I mean, because this is something you kind of thought about, I mean, but having Zach into the process, you had to give up some ownership. You had to give up half of it, right?
Yeah, I don't.
At some point.
I don't see it that way.
But I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I wrote this with the hope and the intention that Zach
Somebody was
would
gonna- okay.
take to it.
Oh, okay.
Because I mean, I wanted to make another film with Zach. Like we had a great collaboration on Foil, and this is sort of in the same ballpark in terms of the tone and the subject matter. And I thought it would be something that he would like, and so I was writing it with the intention and the hope that he would collaborate with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Now how did your first movie come together? Did you guys co-write that?
Similar process.
Yeah. Okay.
Similar process. Yeah, very similar. The kernel of the idea, the start of it was you. Mm-hmm. You brought it to me, and we started fleshing it out. And that was during COVID.
Yeah.
And so honestly, like in a crazy way, COVID's to thank for that being a feature film. I think if we were in the midst of our normal daily lives, that would have been a short film.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Perhaps a more focused and economically done short film with like less money going into it and stuff.
Yeah.
But COVID was this kind of crazy moment where we gave ourselves permission to like, how big can we make this?
Yeah,
And economically, like we know we have these locations, these actors, this time, and we pulled off a freaking feature. I mean, it's crazy,
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
But yeah, I wanted Zach to like the story. Luckily, he did. We co-wrote together, but last time we talked to you 6 months ago, it really was just us and supportive locals like you guys and the festival.
Mm-hmm.
But since then, the team has grown. Our producers, Static Films, Rafi Jacobs, Steven Mastrocola, Chris Jennings at EOFF. In addition to this amazing crew that we've assembled, that on day one, yesterday, looked like a crew that had been working together for months.
Swiss
So-
watch vibes. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very
So-
cool to see.
It's not just us anymore. We are the original creators, but we have assembled a really great team that we're super excited about.
Yeah, that's what we were saying yesterday is like it's, and that's part of it is that, shooting out here in LeGrand, a lot of the crews from Portland or LA or, this is one of those shoots where you don't go home at the end of your shoot day we're together through this whole thing. And so it's one of those like village style, it's like theater production meets film production.
Right.
In terms of like the bond here that is necessary for success. And on day one, like you don't know going in how that's going to feel. And it felt kind of like an instant family out there.
Well, and this is a good time. Go ahead and roll that. And let's talk about, this is a good time to roll that video. Bennett went out yesterday and took some stuff. And, tell us what's happening here.
So we're shooting day one at the Somerville Tavern, about 20 minutes away from LeGrand. Setting up here, this is all the gear, C-stands, the production truck, other unloading into the bar. Here we are setting up for, I don't know if this is our first setup. We got a slider here that's on a dolly, which is very efficient. You can roll it around to put the camera on. It's like tripod on wheels, Here we are setting up for like a push-in dolly shot on our character.
You have a slider on that thing. That's
yeah,
right. Okay.
Yeah, it's very versatile. That's Steadicam James getting ready. That's Kiara, our AD, standing in for our actor.
And most of the crew are meeting for the first time.
Yeah.
Some have worked together, but it's a lot of it's not just the first day of shooting. It's the first day of like everybody meeting and like getting to know each other and like remembering names, and it was a really great first day. We're thrilled with what we got.
And huge shout out to Sherry at the tavern. Oh, look at me doing.
Yeah,
Look at that
Zach
hand.
directing.
That's why he's the director. Look at those hands.
Just off screen is a wall. I'm not talking to anyone.
Was that your 18th coffee of the day right there?
Oh man, yeah. Honestly, yeah. No, but Sherry at the tavern too, just like being so gracious she closed the bar down for us for 2 days to.
Wow.
Give
Was
us
the
that
guy in
time
the
and-
motorcycle outfit an actor?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
a low grade.
That's Oliver Cooper.
The fact that you had to ask though is good. We wanted
Yes,
to
that's
look-
what we're looking for.
Well, no, you wouldn't really see
Yeah.
that around here. A dude in like a low grade like motorcycle gang outfit.
Yeah.
You might out of Somerville.
I don't know.
You might out in Somerville.
Might out in Somerville, and it sounds like we actually might have acquired a couple of horses to be in the background for there's an exterior scene at the bar there.
Yeah.
And there's a hitching post right there, and we might have a local horse background
You should
actor.
have done a scene with Terry Lamont. He plays music out there on Saturday nights, and he is fantastic. I mean, really good.
At the Somerville.
Yes,
All right. Maybe
Terry
we can get
Lamont
Terry.
is his name.
That'd be great. Yeah,
Trying to get the
soundtrack.
horses.
Yeah.
We're talking to their agents. We'll see if they allow it. But that's another example of like, all right, we were looking around how we're going to block the scene, and just these horses came through.
Really?
I'm like, who do we talk to get those horses in the shot?
Yeah, producer went inside, talked to Sherry. About 5 minutes later, like, pretty sure we can get a horse.
Everybody knows each other out there.
Yeah.
It's like they're
And
all.
there are lots of horses out in that area. So yeah.
Us LA people were just like, that's amazing. We get that horse on camera.
Oh, come on, we're Texas guys.
Sure.
You know.
Well, I'm an Austin guy though. It's like still city boy.
Still, yeah.
Yeah.
People assume I rode horses to school.
Right. You got a
Well,
bolo
yeah, you're
tie?
both from Texas.
Yeah.
But and let's go there for just a second because that's super. I mean, you guys are both from Texas, but you didn't know each other, right? And then you end up out in California. Are you guys close to the same age?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, a couple of years older.
Yeah.
Year older.
And so then you end out. How do you meet each other out in LA? How do you connect with each other? Yeah.
It was a mutual buddy that I went to college with because, we were ships passing in Texas. I was there through high school and then moved out to California for college. And then you came into Austin for college and then moved out to, so it was like just missed each other there. But, someone I was close with in college knew you through the Sundance Labs.
Yep.
You guys went to the labs together, and I'd just been there myself, so that felt like a natural connection because it's a very kind of one-of-a-kind experience to go through that.
Yeah.
And this friend knew that we were both from Texas. We both had similar vibes, music taste. He was like, you guys are going to be friends. And that, props to Jack for linking us up.
What is that music taste?
Wilco. It's like dad rock.
Wilco super fans.
Yeah.
Like,
We like to
you know,
dad out.
yeah.
You know?
When I saw you had the being there on vinyl, a double LP, I was like, okay, this guy's for
I've
real.
invested in my obsession. My dog's name, the lead singer's Jeff Tweedy. I had a dog named Tweedy for 15 years. And,
R.I.P.
R.I.P. remembered.
but not forgotten.
So here I have a question about the writing process. So I mean, because you talked about golf earlier, and you're going to have a golf scene, and then you have a scene, or you write a scene, I presume, or you envision it, and then you've got to mesh it with, is it shootable? Is it, what's it going to cost? And I think we talked about that a little bit last time. How do you tune what it is the idea is to what you can actually afford to shoot? Yeah.
And that is hard because you don't want to feel too hindered by that thinking in the first draft. You know what I mean?
Right.
But at the same time, there is a certain awareness of it. I can't write, that aliens show up and blow up the forest and all that.
Right.
It's like there's a certain level that you have to kind of know you can't go to on an indie budget. But
Yeah, there are some visual effects set pieces in this, so that's the kind of thing where we talk to visual effects supervisor, artists, to talk about how we could do this and how we need to shoot it, how we need to set ourselves up for success, to give ourselves the options in post to create what we need. I mean, you always want to do things practically if you can, not rely on adding to it or fixing it in post, but there's some certain things where you want to have those conversations ahead of time. But yeah, I mean, when it comes down, when you start shot listing with your DP and knowing what your locations are, obviously is huge. And sometimes you can adapt the script based on the opportunities or the limitations that your locations give you. So
yeah, once we got into deep prep mode with the director of photography, it did start to become clear how certain stunts have to be executed. And it's true, we scouted enough out here that the locations were vivid enough in figuring out the movement through the space, because we were writing these scenes not knowing the locations at first.
Right.
So we had this police precinct where we're thinking this person goes from this office to this office. Well, and now in the real location, that's actually a shared space. They're not going from one door to the other. So that changes the blocking, and they're tiny changes in the script, but they are significant in terms of how you're going to pull off shooting the scene.
right.
So stuff like that did occur, between the live reading in October to now. Those kind of very specific tweaks to hone into how to actually do it.
Yeah, it's like the transition from something just being an idea to being a plan is a lot of it comes down to where are you shooting this?
Right.
What's the space like?
Right.
And the actual details. It's all right. It's time to execute. How do we actually do it?
Yeah.
When you're making your shot list, how do you decide where you're going to shoot?
Like where to put the camera?
No. Where your locations, Somerville Tavern, or
it's kind of a gut feeling. You kind of we did a lot of scouting, and the bar especially is that was the location we were excited about. We probably went to 6 or 7 bars in a 30-mile radius, and the second you walk into the Somerville Tavern, you're just that's it. Look at this. This is great. And there's also a certain, the movie is nebulously in 80s, 90s. It's period.
Yeah.
And so there are also some sports bars you walk into, completely makes sense in 2026. It's just flat screens everywhere. And you're
Right.
just oof, I can't do this to my production designer. I don't know how they're going to figure out a way to. So that was part of it, too, is
Right.
you needed a place that had maintained that period charm.
That's a good point.
So Somerville Tavern's still in the 80s. Yeah.
Right.
Perfect.
So yeah.
And you get that feel when you go out there. for
Yeah,
sure.
we can't see flat screens. We can't see people on their smartphones. It is a period piece. So
What about okay, so I guess my real question is places like Zipley, you said, is a police precinct, how does that come about?
It's crazy. One of the most magical, miracle things about movie making is how often stuff can come together at the very last second. We'd been really searching for a period vibey office space for this police precinct, and we came out to scout just a couple months ago, pretty close to the shoot. We still hadn't found this. We thought maybe there was a space over at the university, but they just updated the building, so we were having to figure out ways to make it feel older, even though it was just updated. And then it was Rika, our host, who we live with when we come out here to scout. She just knew someone who knew someone that worked at Zipley and was just why don't you stop by there? We were literally going to leave town. It was our last stop before leaving town. And then they showed us the space, and it's just perfect. This kind of not touched 80s, 90s office, which that's really all we needed.
It's an unrented area right now. Is that? I mean,
Zipley's still in there. There's a whole second floor that is unrented.
Right.
And
Is that
originally
where-
they thought we wanted to shoot up there.
Oh.
We kind of looked up there and we were like, this is nice, but like, can we actually like shoot in your offices? And they were super cool about it. I mean, yeah, we found a way to make it work, and so we're kind of in like their back half of their offices that they use less often than the front. I think we are displacing a couple of people. Whoever you are, thank you.
Do you have to
for
bring
4
stuff
days,
with
but-
you to make it look more 80? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like phones and stuff like that? Because
Yeah,
I
production
doubt that there's a
designer.
phone sitting there from the 80s, right?
Not always. Yeah.
Yeah,
Not
we've
always.
got a great production design team.
Angela Smith is
Angela J. Smith.
unbelievable.
And they
She
just
is-
have a big trailer full of.
Oh my gosh, she's been gathering props for months. It's
Oh, that's
crazy.
awesome.
So she sends me a PDF that's like 10 pages for each location, each character, what they need, how do we achieve the look. I found this TV, I found this period VCR. Like, it's very granular, which is very cool.
What's the coolest prop?
Coolest prop.
I mean, there's a lot of cool stuff in the 80s.
Devin's character in the movie is filming on like a very Marty McFly like shoulder mount VHS camera.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
the
The
old
whole thing.
bulky
Right,
ones.
yeah.
And she found a pretty one.
It's a Zenith, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
but it's an old school VHS. Which the movie centers around a tape of a Bigfoot hoax that's gone wrong, that's discovered, and the authorities and investigators trying to get to the bottom of that. And as they pursue that mystery, another one presents itself that may or may not involve an actual Sasquatch. So there's a fake Squatch, and there might be a real Squatch.
We love to draw the line actually that like the hoax is Bigfoot
Right.
and the real thing is Sasquatch.
So this is interesting, yeah, because they're talking to some locals who have had experiences. To them, Bigfoot is a bad word.
Kind of a naughty word.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Locally?
just for the people that we talk to,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
it's like
the folks that really
Sasquatch is the preferred nomenclature.
Oh, okay.
And we wrote that in. We put that in. We were like, that's cool. That's
And, yeah, so it's not in like an offensive way,
Right,
but
right.
it represents like a slight like lack of respect for the.
Right, but if you have somebody who is really into this,
Yeah.
they're it's like, yeah, no, it's
And,
Sasquatch.
and we should say, like, this is not a monster movie. Like, our Sasquatch is not a malicious monster.
right.
No.
Right.
This is like an exploration of what Sasquatch is or could be, and what people like the spectrum of beliefs around what this is. But we found that line that you're talking about of there's Bigfoot people that are in it for the wrong reasons, and there's Sasquatch people that are in it for true understanding, not exploitation, pure intent. So that sort of distinction was helpful
Yeah.
in the writing process.
So like those people on those shows on like Discovery, those are like Sasquatch people.
Oh, yeah.
They're straight up Sasquatch. I would probably be a Bigfoot person.
See, yeah, kind of like, yeah, and in the sports world, yeah, I'm a Bigfoot sports person, and you're a Sasquatch
Yeah,
sports
for
person.
sure.
Yeah, like, yeah, he shames me for being a Bigfoot sports person. Yeah, oh, you're just a part timer. You don't care. Yeah.
Me and Dodzy are Sasquatch on baseball.
There you
Yeah,
go.
see,
Yeah,
that-
okay, all right. Yes.
400%.
Yeah. See, we have a new language. that
I'm
is-
like chimpanzee for baseball. I watch like no baseball. So, yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny. And the people you talk to around here were Sasquatch people.
Yeah. Yeah. Some really cool
Interesting.
people have guided us through the lore, which is great. And people that we talked to in casting too that, had various connections to Sasquatch. And, we talked to a lot of like Native American actors and actresses, and
Yeah.
it was really cool to hear their take on it and weigh in that, hey, we often get a lot of scripts for like this where it is about, a scary ape in the woods that's killing people, and not like, honestly, like for us, that's not what it is.
Right.
There's something more. It's like a
Spiritual.
spiritual forest protector kind of presence.
So that means that you must have a little bit of belief yourselves. I mean, there's got to be
Yeah.
a little bit of it.
Curiosity, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, to me, it comes back to like, why are people interested in this? And a part of it, from my perspective, is this like desire to like connect to something greater, right? It's a spiritual thing
Yeah,
almost.
100%.
And so that's some of what we explore.
It's not just Bigfoot or Sasquatch. There's stuff like that all over the world. You got like the chupacabra down in Mexico. There's all kinds of stuff like that where people just grab onto it and use it as a way to spiritually do what they need to do.
Right.
We explored that a little
UFOs.
bit, yeah. In foil, there's a little bit of that with UFOs too. So.
Yeah, same thing. Aliens is a perfect example.
Yeah.
Well, and there's I'm thinking of, like an interesting offshoot would be a movie of somebody making a movie about Bigfoot, and a real Bigfoot Sasquatch shows up. Yeah, which is kind of the vibe that's happening here. I mean, a little different plot, but yeah. But I guess I do have a question about so Zach, you're directing, Devin, you're editing, and you do editing. You do that professionally. I mean, that's
editing is my main career.
Okay.
I've always liked to write scripts and act a little bit on the side, but editing has been my profession for the last 16 years.
So then, and you were in this same role in foil, right? Also, I mean, you guys. So I guess the interpersonal thing is how do you? So you go through this you write something, and then you figure out, okay, how are we going to shoot it? And then, but at the end of the day, you've got this footage in front of you, and you've got to make it work. I mean, are there any of those moments of like, we did not shoot this scene to connect? You know what I mean?
No, because Zach and the DP and the entire team has meticulously planned this
They're
stuff
thinking
out.
that all ahead,
And we have more support on this film than we did on foil in
Yeah.
terms of crew. We're also not shooting out in the desert in winter.
Well, you shot foil in Lancaster. Huh?
Yes,
Yeah.
in
That was
February.
tough.
In Joshua Tree.
Tough.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, during this the pre-production phase of like shot listing and figuring out how we're gonna shoot, like I'm more hands off there. I let Zach and the DP. That's their thing. That's their journey. And
you're not worried about them. It's already planned ahead of time. You have confidence that they're gonna can't get you the right pieces, right? Yeah.
We check in too, though. You know, it's like, especially on this one, because Tim, our DP, he's very organized and does a lot. You know, I'm old school. I like hand draw my storyboards, and then I'll show them to him. And he's like new school, where he can put that into Unreal Engine and make an entirely digital version of what my little cartoon.
Who does that? Your DP? Okay.
It's unbelievable, and it's like you're watching a video game of the movie, frame by frame, and then we can share that online to the whole team. And so if you see something, if you see a hole in something, that gives the editor a chance to chime in and say, "What have you got?" You know.
So what do
There's
you
some
do while
fail-safes.
they're shooting?
like on set.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm on set. I mean, I will eventually be in the movie.
Also
so,
true.
Oh,
but
that's right,
not
yeah.
until like halfway through. But for now, I am just sort of watching, observing, like giving. If I have a note about performance
As a writer, yeah.
or something, I will usually filter it through Zach. Talk to the actors a little bit when it makes sense, but you know, try to filter my thoughts and my notes through Zach first, so they're not hearing too many voices.
Yeah.
But then as the editor, I'm also responsible for the media management and supporting that. So making sure that I come home with a drive and can do some of like the back end uploading that needs to be done after each day. So I have those post production responsibilities that are existing day to day as well. So yeah.
Now you're both married.
Yeah.
And are your spouses, are they going to make an appearance in any? I mean, are they? I mean, you said your mom is in town, right?
My mom
Yeah.
is in town.
Yeah.
She's in it.
She's
Yeah.
in it.
So yeah,
My dad, who was a news anchor, is going to play a news anchor in a TV report in the movie.
He was a news anchor in Austin, or
Mostly in Houston.
did he wear a bolo tie? I just have to
A
ask.
bolo? No, he hasn't yet. But maybe we should put him in one for this.
Yeah. Good suggestion.
Sweet, dude.
We'll
Yeah.
talk to wardrobe.
Yeah. But we'll shoot that back in LA later. But your mom will be on set with
Oh,
a
yeah.
line tonight.
Oh, cool.
Tonight she'll be
Yeah.
on set. My brother's in town.
Are the
my
wives
aunt and
here?
uncle.
No.
No, mine's coming out in 2 weeks, which is right when we transitioned into all the woods shooting, and which means a lot of stunts.
It's gonna be hot, man.
It's gonna be hot, and my character is like kind of like an idiot stuntman in this movie, and so by the end of the movie, I've been swung around on a crane and punched in the face, and my nose is broken. I got a black eye. I got a fake mustache that's like half flapping off. Like I'm gonna be a mess by the end of this movie.
We gotta pray for no fires because
Yes, truly.
fires will hurt shooting bad because
Oh
you'll
my
have
gosh.
planes flying over. The sky
Fires
will
will kill
be
you.
just.
Yeah, it'd be
I mean, you might
terrible
have
in
to change
our
the
lungs.
Oh, dude, it get,
Out
hey,
there all
this valley
day.
fills up with smoke sometimes, and it's rough.
Yeah,
It
you get
really
gnarly.
is.
Yeah.
So how did you choose LeGrand for this? I mean, give me that connection. Yeah.
Well, it all comes back to foil and us getting into the Eastern Oregon Film Festival in 2023. And some friends of ours, when they heard we got in, said, "You got to go. Like, that's a really cool festival. It's like such an up-and-comer kind of like all the cool kids know this is the one to go to." So we flew in. We got to screen at the Hot Lake Hotel over there. And they're really cool, kind of like, it's like the ex-chapel. It was once the chapel when it was a hospital, and now it's a
Right.
screening
Yeah,
room.
that's very cool. That's a room. That's a cool room.
And it was the most packed, raucous, responsive screening of our entire festival run. It was fantastic. We just like that, and then the whole town and the beauty of the town and Chris Jennings. We were just like instantly entranced with like, there is a huge indie spirit here. And I think us being Austin guys, which is such an indie town, that we leaned in very quickly. And then it was made apparent to us shortly after that the Eastern Oregon Film Festival, they do have programs to support filmmakers to come out and work on a script, or if you have a script, kind of take you, like, they're almost pitching you on why you should shoot here. They're showing you locations, they put you in touch with the city, the county, the state, Oregon Film, like,
Yeah.
it was made apparent very fast how possible it could be.
And so now, like on our, third or fourth, fifth trip here, it does kind of feel like a home away from home. We know a lot of people, and we have a familiarity with the town. So now that we're actually shooting, it's like we don't feel like we are visitors, but we feel comfortable here because we've spent time here over multiple trips.
We have our routines. I drove up here last Sunday. First thing I did Monday morning was head over and have a soak in the hot spring.
Yeah.
Head over to Liberty
I will be doing
Cafe,
that.
have a quick breakfast Sammy. Like, I've got my haunts now, which is really nice.
We got our haunts. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I could make the list of your guys' haunts already, like, just by you know what I mean. Like Liberty Cafe fits, Hot Springs fits. You know what I mean.
But
Like,
we're starting to
that's-
find that second tier too.
Yeah.
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 You don't find the second tier until you go golfing out at Buffalo Peak.
Yeah.
God, I should have brought my golf clubs.
I can't believe you
I
did.
got golf clubs. You can
right.
take them. They're
right.
here.
I'm gonna
He's a
be.
You
very
can take them
good golfer,
anytime,
this guy.
and they're good clubs. Cleveland.
Sorry, Zach. What did you say?
This guy's a very good golfer.
Take my club.
Oh yeah. You want to make sure that everybody.
I just
hears
wanted to get that clean.
Very good golfer.
Yeah.
If you ever want to borrow my clubs,
Okay.
they're literally here, and you can take them. They're,
We should
I have
play.
a torn rotator cuff right now, so you won't be
You're on the
catching
DL.
me golfing, but
That's another baseball abbreviation.
yeah, I'm the disabled list.
So Zach, what do you do for a living when you're not doing this? Yeah.
Great question, because let me tell you, you don't get to actually direct that often as a
Yeah.
director. It's like, honestly, the bread and butter lately has been voiceover. I do a lot of voiceover
I
work
can
at
hear
home.
that. I can see that. Yeah, I hear
Yeah,
that.
that's like kind of a grow. This is my father's voice, my
Yeah.
father impression. But I also do a lot of honestly, mostly it's been fantasy narration, because I can do a lot of old wizards telling you the story of the or goblins or whatever. So I have a lot of fun doing that. I have a very vivid inner mind, and the last show I did was 1,000 episodes, and by the end of it, I had to voice 350 characters in the show and keep track of all of them. And so
Is this something you created, or
no, it's something. I think it's kind of like a fan fiction series in Japan.
Online or
this
something?
narration. I'm shouting them out. I guess Pocket FM is where I.
Okay.
Yeah, and my show was called The Strongest Necromancer, and it's sort of like a D&D style leveling up show. But you're
I
going
play
town to
Diablo.
town
I know
and-
what a necromancer
yeah. It was very fun. It's not like I don't understand D&D or that I haven't played, but I
Oh,
kind of
you played some D&D.
I played a little bit of D&D. You know what happened? You know what happened was my dungeon master moved. I was like, well, that's it. That's the end of the campaign.
I'm Bigfoot on
That
this
would be a great.
Yeah.
I think there is a movie like that, but that would be a great like premise for a movie. Is like just like an older group of dudes that all have these other roles in the dungeon world. Oh my gosh, that would be hilarious.
Yeah,
We
the other
got cameras
guys.
rolling right now. It could be-
Start this. Yeah,
Sounds like we have our guys.
I'm locked in on the wizard.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you can be an ogre.
Yes.
We can be
Yes.
a dwarf, and I don't know.
I'll be the
Those are everyone I had
Sasquatch.
to be. Yeah.
Or the Bigfoot.
I had to be so many dwarves.
So are you still doing some voiceover stuff during this process? or
No, I'm like on hiatus.
You've been able to like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna be off for.
Yeah.
I'm
I
offline.
burned through some vacation time.
Yeah.
For this.
Totally.
Yeah.
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 That's awesome. And you're here till July, right?
July. We wrap
Mid-July.
July 8th, but we want to make sure we get some buffer days there to come back to our bodies before we depart.
Take
Celebrate a little
one
bit.
last dip in the hot springs.
Yeah. Now, so is there an opportunity? Do you guys need help? Do you need some volunteers and stuff? I mean,
Yeah.
Yes, we welcome volunteers. We also have a live donation portal through EOF, the film festival.
Well, I linked the website already. The Bad Day for Bigfoot.
Well
website.
done.
Fantastic. Yes, there's a donate link on that website.
And I just put that up.
It's through the festival, so it's a charitable donation, and part of that donation will go to the festival as well. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, volunteers welcome. This is a long shoot. We have over 15 days, 15 days left.
What do you
Yeah.
need people to do? Like what
do we need people to do, Zach?
You name it. I mean, we need people to help on the camera team if they're down to learn a little bit about the gear and the gripping of it all. There's on the production end, we have a whole production office of people bustling around figuring out how to get us fed, how to get people to and from set, shuttling people. We got people on the catering side, making sure what we're being fed and bringing that in. And what else are we doing?
It's just that there's a million things going on every day, and we can always use support.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, if you're interested, we'll find something.
We'll find something.
We'll find something.
yeah, and it's a good opportunity.
Great opportunity, yeah.
To just
for-
Great,
like
yeah.
meet some people that are, if you're interested, especially if you're interested in filmmaking, like
yeah.
We've already got
There's-
some great interns.
We do.
Yeah, it's good.
And there's a lot of college kids that stay for the summer, and that's a great opportunity for a young person to get their foot, get their,
we have a
Feet
camera intern from EOU.
Yes,
yeah.
we do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
well, how fun! This is awesome, and thank you guys for jumping in. And
Thanks for shooting it here too.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
We're
provides a
thrilled
little
to.
bit about. Where does one go about getting one of those?
it's a great
Do
question.
you have to be like special?
This
Is
is a
it one
first
of those
run,
cool
limited
kid
run.
clubs?
We
Yeah.
are going to order some more hats, and I think we can get a couple hats for you guys.
hey, that'd be
I-
awesome.
I'm a hat dude.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, will you wear it on the show?
But if it fits my big old head, I'll definitely put it right here on the table next.
I've got a big dome too.
I got a big dome.
7 5/8. Or
No, 8.
8?
Yes.
Okay.
yeah.
You got
Yeah,
me
I'm a
beat.
different
Noted,
level.
Noted.
I have a Sasquatch head, not a Bigfoot head.
That's funny.
No, thank you guys for doing it. Hey, and we have shows every Tuesday and Thursday mornings. I mean, if it turns up like, hey, let's just drop in there. I mean, drop me an email or something and jump in for a few minutes and give us an update. We'd love that. Yeah.
Awesome.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Thanks,
I mean,
guys.
it's just this is just unique for us for Eastern Oregon and for LeGrand. We're really blessed that you guys are here. So. thank you
Thanks
very
for having
much.
us, and we're thrilled to be here, and we're thrilled with everybody's support.
Yeah.
And we're excited to make this movie.
Thrilled to be here. I mean, I say every single movie that happens, even the worst movie on earth, the fact that it happened is a miracle. So the fact that we're here doing this is a miracle upon like 20 other miracles that had to happen to get us here. So
Yeah.
we're feeling it. We're very thankful.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you guys. Hey, you want to get us out of here?
Let's do it. On this day, 1873, Susan B. Anthony is fined $100 for voting for president in Rochester, New York. She refuses to pay, and no further action is taken against her. But the crazy thing is at that time, $100 is about $3,000 today. That's a big fine, $100 in 1873. 1973, NCAA makes drug testing mandatory for participants. 1983, Space Shuttle Challenger 2 launches the first American woman into space, astronaut Sally Ride. 2018, Trump orders U.S. military to set up the sixth branch of the military, a space force. 2024, NVIDIA becomes the most valuable company in the world, overtaking Microsoft at $3.34 trillion. And I saw something this morning which is crazy. Elon Musk could lose $1 trillion today and still be the richest person in the world. That's crazy. Number one song in America on this day 10 years ago, One Dance by Drake, Wiz Khalifa, and Kyla. And the quote of the day comes from Bigfoot himself, believe in yourself, even when no one else does. One more time, believe in yourself, even when no one else does.
All right. Hey, thank you guys for being here.
Thank you guys.
Yeah, I
It's
appreciate
awesome.
it.
Appreciate it, guys.
Thank you guys for joining us, and
Yep.
we'll talk to you soon.